Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor, and I'll be your host for this live stream. Let's get right into it today. And we're seeing some interesting things happening in the market. As of right now, we have Bitcoin trading at $60,800. And we're getting that dip that we've been discussing. And we're at the level that we've been talking about that we wanted. But is it over? Is this selling over, or is more to come? That's what we will talk about right now. So what's the reason for the sell-off? Well, it appears to be a rising conflict in the Middle East. As we can see from this headline here from The Guardian, Iran threatens crushing attack if they retaliate. Well, long story short, it looks like Iran shot some missiles over their way today, and they did hit. And now, as of 1 hour ago, the Prime Minister of Israel has said that Iran made a big mistake and will pay for it. Whoever attacks us, we attack them. So it looks like we may have some escalation here. Ton of fear in the market, a lot of selling off. A lot of people are saying World War III is well underway, and it certainly does look like that. All right, so let's talk about the charts and what's going on. Well, we did get the dip here to the bottom of our orange zone, which was at 60,600. Right, price is basically right at that level right now. It's also just above the daily 200 EMA. So for Bitcoin right now, I think it's a great spot at 60K to buy spot, especially if you anticipate Bitcoin going to 2x at least this cycle to 120K, which I think is highly reasonable as a price prediction. I've shared numbers before, like 130K for Bitcoin. And, I think that is possible. So anyways, buying spot, I think it's a great time to do that. However, we could certainly go lower here. We do have our major point of control at $58,500. All right. And with that, that's our low on the chart, like on the daily time frame, the 12-hour time frame. This low down here, the exact level is at 57,450. The exact low, but that's basically the closest low on the chart in terms of like a swing low. So I do think it is possible that we come down here to 58. Maybe we sweep this 57 low. However, I'm not too confident that it goes much lower than that. All right. If we're going to have a bullish October, which we theoretically, of course, we should. As you can see, Bitcoin's historical returns in October, there's been 2 red months ever. And whenever September has closed green, we've always had a double-digit gain month in October. Usually it's over, 25, 30% in terms of Bitcoin returns. So based off of this data, based off of everything that I've been sharing here at Crypto Empire on these live streams, based off of my analysis, I am expecting a bullish October. And just as we were saying yesterday, right, on the 1 month candle, we want a nice wick to form. And, as bulls, we want to look for entries. We want to get entries inside of the wick. And here on the monthly candle for Bitcoin, this nice red bar here that just formed yesterday, if this does flip green, this red will turn into a nice long wick down. And ideally, we see the breakout sometime later on in the month. All right, so for Bitcoin, what you need to know right now, we're at a major level. Great level to buy spot, whether that's on BTC or, your favorite altcoins. They all got hit really hard today. There is certainly the possibility that the conflict escalates and we head down here to 58,500 and maybe even sweep this 57 low. At this point, because 58,500 is such a major level, if we did lose it, I think a lot of people would flip bearish, and it would be the perfect kind of fake out scenario where we come down here below 58,500. Maybe we stay there 1 or 2 days. It turns out to just be a deviation, and then we reclaim and start to charge really hard. That scenario makes a lot of sense to me. And also based off of just experience of being in crypto for a long time now, whenever these major sell-offs happen that aren't in like the bear market, they usually rebound pretty quickly. All right. Look at what happened in 2023 in March when, the banks collapsed. We can go actually look at that chart. We'll look at the chart here. It was this day, March 9th, right? The Silicon Valley Bank collapsed in California, right? We basically stayed down for 2 days, and then we reversed and never went back down to those lows. That's just an example that's happened within like the past 2 years, I'd say, that kind of reminds me of the situation where we get a really big sell-off because of a news-driven event, news-driven narrative. And that basically turns out to be a generational buying opportunity. I would not be surprised at all if that's the case this time around. All right, so that's my take on Bitcoin right now. And yeah, I mean, we're right at the level that we've discussed at length here on live stream. So it shouldn't be a shock to anybody. You know, obviously when it happens, everybody's emotions start going wild. Oh my God, it's sold off so hard. I don't know if I should buy now, all that kind of stuff. I would say to stay the course. Believe in the thesis here that, you know, leading into the election, it will be bullish. And if you do have spare capital, I'd be looking to deploy it on this dip personally. Anyways, let's get into our live chat and see what's going on here. If you guys are enjoying the live stream, be sure to smash that like button down below. Shout out to Miko here, nice and early. We also got C Don't Care in the land down under. Wants me to talk about Bobo for 30 minutes. That's pretty funny. Jazzy, what's up, Jazzy? Kylo the dog. He says the meaning of chat in crypto should be changed to being a conner, a legend. Thank you, Kylo. I appreciate that. And we got Man with a Plan here as well. We got Joe. What's going on, Joe? Joe says, hi. With Crash's coin, 6th Infinity Stone, was it the Casper network you thought he would launch this one? Can you explain the difference between Casper and Caspa? No, it was definitely not Casper. It was Caspa, Kaspa. Casper is a kind of enterprise level venture capitalist blockchain that is complete trash, in my opinion, and I would stay away from it. It's a really, really bad performing coin that I don't see doing well. Anyway, we got Brian here. We also got All Day Dre. We got Rahul Guru with us. We got Fiat Hater as well. Fiat Hater says, can't assassinate Trump. MAGA holds strong in a sea of red. We'll check that out. See how the on-chain coins are doing. So yeah, it is holding very strong actually. Right now trading at $2.97. Still looks like a bullish consolidation to me. It still looks like the bottom was in here at $1.70, $1.60. So yeah, Trump MAGA coin again. You see the line on the chart, November 5th, day of the elections. The idea here is we would bottom late September, which was called very accurately, and we're going to pump hard until this date. You want to sell like here, and then probably it's going to be like this back down. So that's what I'm seeing. Shout out to Armzilla. He says, yo, it's only day one. Chill. Yes, sir. It's only day one of October. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Let's see. Fiat Hater says, all systems go after greenest ever September with Bitcoin closing 7% higher. Yeah, party on it to the election. We got Adrian Kent. We got Kazuya. We got Armando as well, saying the full moon starts on October 17th. We got our guy Green Chili Pepper saying, love me a crypto empire commute. Indeed, Green Chili Pepper, my man, good to have you here. We also got Emin. Baby Connor BCO, I'd buy it. Somebody make it. I ain't being responsible for no coin with my name in it. You guys can make it. Let's see. Tajas, sup, bro? Is here October 2023 last. Nailed that move. AI coins moved. It's memes this time around. You were good last time, so I hopped in. Same view, bro. 58-ish at the most, and we were ripping 100K plus. Tajas, my man. Good to know that we're on the same page, brother. Let's see. What are your predictions for the Trump coin pump? Rigoberto, Connor, Bitcoin is going down. We're going to die. Calm down, folks. Calm down. That's pretty funny, Rigo. Anyways, guys, shout out to Alberto. Loves the discounts. Let's get into some more news. Buying mint layer, Alberto, I do disagree with that. Mint layer is not a coin I'm interested in at all. It has put in a nice move from those August lows. Let's see, it sold off pretty substantially, which is to be expected. If this is to the 61.8, it looks like it's to the 61.8. Oh, never mind. 88.6 maybe. This is log scale. Yeah, below. Anyways, yeah, mint layer, not my favorite cup of tea by any means, but maybe you do well with that one. Anyways, moving on. So some XRP news, guys. XRP pumped today before Iran launched missiles. And the news is that Bitwise filed for an XRP ETF. All right. And it was a bad day to do that, or maybe it was all on purpose, right? To trap that XRP army. Well, here we have XRP. We were talking about it last night on stream. And pretty interesting how it came right down to our trend line just here. And it has not reached our green box, as you can see. Our nice sketch here in the green box has not reached that level. If Bitcoin goes to 58 and you see XRP in 57 down to 55, that is a BUY. That is a buy, folks. XRP, don't hate it, don't date it, just trade it. And clearly a lot of volume picking up. It wants to break out of its like 5-year accumulation. So should have a good cycle. And I like XRP down here at around 57 to 55. I think if we get to kind of crazy capitulation, it would just wick down, take all these lows and quickly reverse. And then on the daily, don't forget, we do have a trend line that only has 2 taps. Like so. So be looking out for XRP here in the coming days. This week, really. It should happen this week. XRP, 55 cents. Final tap of this trend line before the ultimate breakout. It's certainly in the cards. Chart shaping up for it. All right, this is a very, very kind of congested chart on the weekly. It's coiling up for a big move. It has been for years. Bad day to launch an ETF or file for an ETF, but maybe that was all on purpose, just to trap the XRP army bros into longing a top and taking their money on the short side. Certainly would not surprise me. That's how the game is played at the highest level here. Crypto, if you're not on your game, you will get waxed. All right, this is a very competitive market. People think you can just hold hands and sing Kumbaya. Nah, it ain't like that, all right? I mean, you have people who it's their full-time job to basically take the money in your account. They're market makers, whatever, whales, and they're relentless, all right? So you really need to play the game smart. Anyways, XRP rejected again from 67. Red supply area, look for it around 55. Now, I want to talk about something. I was looking today on Coinbase. All right, Coinbase, the most popular exchange in the world behind Binance. And most crypto people don't like to use Coinbase, but non-crypto people only use Coinbase. So I was looking through this list of tokens. There's 256 assets listed on Coinbase to buy. 256. I was thinking to myself, which ones are actually worth holding to give multiples, right? To give X's this cycle. And there really isn't a ton of options, right? There's coins like Injective. There's coins like Render. By the way, I realize this is in Thai baht. Let's change that to USD. There's coins like FET, which was, the best coin to buy on Coinbase, basically, in the bear market previously. Why is this stupid thing giving me THB? Anyways, but now I'm thinking to myself, what's the best option here on Coinbase to buy? And it might sound crazy to you guys. ZK Sync, right? A lot of hype around that. It might sound crazy to you guys, but I think the Safe Prime as well, which is one of my altcoin picks. Anyways, let me get to the point here. I think the safest coin you could buy on Coinbase is Bonk. That's the conclusion I've come to recently. Bonk. Yeah, the meme coin Bonk. I mean, this thing was a total silent killer. You didn't hear about it at all because Whiff took all the attention early or late last year. But if you look at Bonk, I mean, this thing went from an 8 million market cap to 2.5 billion in 6 months, right? It did a 200 plus X. And now it's at 1.6 bill. If you look at the market caps of Shiba Inu and Doge, right? Doge at 15, SHIB over here at 9.5. I mean, Bonk is the biggest cabal coin in all of crypto, right? They quietly sent it to $1 billion from 10 mil over the past 12 months. Barely heard about it. They listed it on Coinbase after the rally had started. But, you know, it's the only kind of major meme coin besides Doge and SHIB listed on Coinbase. And if the normies are going to come and bid stuff up on Coinbase, it makes sense that it's actually going to be Bonk, guys. Here's the Bonk chart. It was given as an airdrop in December 2022. Bled out for basically a full year, 10 months, and then went up 200x. But there's a good chance that this is just a consolidation before an inevitable breakout higher towards a $10 billion plus market cap. So I was just looking at that today. I was going to make a full-length video like about the best coin to buy on Coinbase. It's so much easier to go live, though, and just talk about it. No editing involved, no thumbnails, all that stuff. So much easier to go live. So I wanted to bring that up today. And that's just what I think in terms of all the assets listed on Coinbase. What's going to give you multiples? I think Prime will as well. I'm sure a lot of this stuff will, but a lot won't. A lot of it is complete trash. And it's going to underperform a lot. Rose may. But I think Bonk is like a no-brainer pick personally. So if anybody was wondering the best coins to buy on Coinbase, I would look into that. Let's see. Smash the like button. Yes, smash that like button. Dre says that he bought Trump at 170 because of my man Connor, which is me. Awesome, Dre. Glad you got the bottom there. P. Uthis' Tau is still standing strong. It is standing very strong right now. It's quite impressive how resilient Tau is on this. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame here. So Tau really doesn't want to dip, guys. Tau really doesn't want to dip. It's just kind of holding this level very well. It hasn't even swept this low down here at 503. So, yeah, I mean, I'd be looking around maybe 475, a sweep of 500 down to 475. But even right now at 535, again, you're probably going to see some decent returns on it, even from this price. But I see 475 right here. The fact that it's held up this resiliently is very, very impressive. All right, only down 17% from high to low. And on the day, only 7%, which is very impressive from the close. Now, talking about some capitulations. So Sundog looks like it fully capitulated. This daily candle, right? Long wick down to this bottom level. This should multiply as the #1 meme on the Tron chain. And buying spot probably won't be the worst thing in the world. Sub 25 cents. Let's see. Bonk down 2% on the day. Swept all those lows. Brett back down to an $830 million market cap. Retesting this channel breakout. Ponky down to 30 cents again. A lot of good deals. Simon's Cat, another full capitulation, it appears. It went down as low as 2.79 cents. But look at this volume. This is the biggest volume it's had on Bybit since it got listed. One sign of capitulation, or two signs of capitulation. One is a long wick down. Two is an extremely high volume capitulation candle. So it's possible that it was put in today here for Simon's Cat. Baby Doge hasn't even taken the lows down here. I mean, these coins are holding up pretty resiliently, all things considered. Coins like Apu are pumping on the day. Doesn't care at all. Popcat also. People, I mean, World War III starting and everybody's buying Popcat. It's up 3% on the day. All right, sold off, bounced. It's still above the daily open, 3%, which is kind of ridiculous. But hey, it's crypto. Telegram memes are just getting destroyed. Whether that's not catty dogs, they're all just getting destroyed. So all in all, the market's pretty beat up. Bitcoin's still holding this 60K level. We're going to get our daily close in 1 hour. All right. And the daily candle right now looks like this. Again, looking at this chart, there's a chance that this is it, right? The bottom of our orange zone here, pretty strong level in my opinion. That could very well be it, but there is this untapped low down here at 57.5. So maybe we get one more sweep and then higher. But all in all, yeah, still expecting a bullish October. Let's see. Ian M says he's been watching Tyler on base. Matt Fury narrative. I think he can run only at 2 million market cap. Well, I haven't heard about that. Another frog character, it appears. Is there one named Tyler? It looks the same as Brett. It's just a red one. I don't know. First glance, it looks kind of retarded, but hey, usually the dumbest ones go the furthest. I have no idea what will happen with this coin, but Ian, I wish you all the best with it, and I hope it goes to 2 billion and you get a 200x from here. Let's see. Rigoberto says, Connor, if you're trying to get a position now in a low cap that has not experienced a bull run, it has some hype, would it be a good idea to pull from an old position you have had for over 2 years? Yes, it would be. It definitely would be. I think if you want the best results possible this bull market cycle, any coin in your portfolio that's been trading listed before 2023, just get rid of it. Right? I've shared this hypothesis before that the new coins outperform the old coins. So Bonk is an exception, right? That thing was listed December 25th, 2022, 5 days before 2023. But anything listed before 2023 will probably get outperformed by a new coin that was created in 2023 or this year, 2024, or something that comes out in 2025. The new coins always do better. They're shiny. People got shiny object syndrome, and they're attracted to that. So, yes, Rigoberto, I do suggest that. Chris says he knew it. Bonk. Are you a bonk holder, Chris? Jonathan says Ondo and Aerodrome as well. Prime and Sui. Yeah, I mean, out of those, I got Prime, and I think that's all I'm going to need. What do you think about Can Do Base? I'm very bullish on it. Hold a big bag, I believe 100 or 200 mil, very possible. I like Can Do on base, and I've talked about it a bit. Right now, it's 1.3 mil market cap. Can Do on ETH is at 50 mil market cap. I think the most upside, right? This has 20x to a billion if it goes to a billion. And Can Do on base has 20x to 20 mil basically. So I think the risk reward is skewed in Kendu Base's favor at this moment in time. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kendu ETH had an amazing run and it can still put in another amazing run on the final leg of this cycle. But yeah, I think that if I was purely going off of risk reward, it would be Kendu Base from this point on. And I'm very grateful for Kendu ETH for delivering a nice 73x for my entry, so to the high. And I hope it does run again, but I'd like to see Kendu Base also run. See, Jonathan, just looking for a 5 to 10x, so he likes bonk. Yeah, it makes sense. I think he'll get that. Hi, Connor. How are you, bro? Could you take a look at CAR and WTK? What is CAR? $2.7 million market cap on the Polygon Matic blockchain. All right, some innovative tech here. I actually just bought a car, and I signed the title manually from the previous owner, so I guess this would change it to the blockchain. It's quite interesting. Can it do well? I'm not sure. Such a low market cap. Maybe they pump it at some point. New token listed April 2024. Low market cap. I mean, I would treat it as an asymmetric bet if anything. And then WADSPay, WTK. What happened to this thing with that wick yesterday? From this chart, it looks bottomed out. All right, 1, 2, 3. Nice sideways structure. Yeah, you don't want to see this thing make a lower low. You want to see it start to move up from here. But in terms of the fundamentals, I'm not sure about it. If it's good or whatever. CCS, and is Cubic a good buy now, or should I wait for a bit? Should I wait a bit for a lower entry? I mean, what would you wait for here? 2K per billion, right? Which is 5% lower. Yeah, literally 5% lower. I mean, as a holder, I do not want to see this thing come back inside of this previous accumulation range below 2K per billion. All right, I do not want to see it come back in here and do this. I want to see it retest 2K, maybe go slightly lower, but quickly reclaim it and then start to move higher from there. All right, so I mean, maybe you can wait for sub 2K per billion, but I'd like to think that the bottom was put in down here. Miko says, what happened to Trios? I have no idea. I'm not sure. Don't really pay attention to Trios. In terms of what happened to it, well, it just made some fresh lows. Yikes. That chart looks gross. Yeah, so I mean, in terms of like the gem hunter community, a lot of people have been really bullish on Trios. I haven't touched it. Why did I not touch Trios this cycle? Well, it's a coin I used to trade often, and I would talk about it in 2021, last cycle. And what have I been saying, guys? Out with the old, in with the new. Yeah, this is its second bull market cycle. So, I mean, it looks like some huge sells are coming. Look at this sell volume. Like, this is insanely strong sell volume. Either the team's out, big whales are out, or the market makers are just nuking it to get people to sell. But it's an old cycle coin, so I have no interest in holding that. Let's see. Maha should be ready to go. Yeah, sold off basically back to the bottom. I mean, this is it. This is crunch time. We're a month before the election. So if it doesn't move now, it's kind of forever sealing its fate. And then let's see. Does Big Mike have any hope now that Kamala is the candidate? I was talking about this the other day, right? The Obamas like to stay relevant in politics. Who knows? It could have some kind of epic comeback at some point in time. Where the heck is this? But it would have been epic for Big Mike if she was announced as the nominee for the Dems, but that didn't happen, so we'll see. Anyways, Fiat Hater, Farmbase, yes sir. Katamoto on base by Mary77. What is that? I know there was a Katamoto on the Binance Smart Chain that flopped. Or do they launch it on base? And that's the same thing as the Binance Smart Chain. They just bridge chains. Yeah. Meme coin launched by Tencent. Never really got any initial push when the market was bullish. And maybe they'll pump it. Right? A lot of market makers are in this one because it was launched by Tencent. So, yeah, maybe this one starts to make a revival, but it's been a disappointment since it launched. And let's see. Deruve says, hi, Connor. What's happening with DGen? Should I short it now? Should you short DGen now? Well, it does look like a news-based pump. Yeah, I mean, you could play it with a stop below or above this moving average. This is your 312-hour simple moving average, all right? So it's a pretty higher time frame moving average. And basically, it sweat this big level over here at 0.008, and it's back underneath. It certainly doesn't make sense that it's ripping with the market how it is. Let's see. What would your risk be? Nah, it's a 30% risk with your stop up there. I mean, on 1x leverage maybe, but the risk reward is pretty skewed. And I mean, on the 15-minute, there's a chance that this is an actual real pump. This certainly looks like a bullish consolidation. Flag in, just a simple consolidation, push out. Short doesn't make much sense, especially looking at risk reward from here. And there's a chance this thing wants to put another 2x to 1.5 cents, which is kind of the origin of the breakdown. Although this was the most recent breakdown. Yeah, look for it to maybe come back up towards a penny. But an entry here looks like you're too late. You have to be very precise if you're going to be shorting the market. You can't just take a random entry. I mean, it could work out sometimes, but yeah, I mean, the risk is way too skewed out of your favor. Shout out to Dina. Do you have an O Rice? I don't know what an O Rice is. Giga Chad's been performing really well. Should I wait for Sui to dip a bit, or is it better to invest in its ecosystem? That depends on you and how much you want to risk, right? If you want to play the Sui memes, you can hit a huge win and make more than just holding Sui. If you want to be safe and conservative, just hold Sui for a few X's. Totally depends on you and your situation. But I think you'll do fine if you just get into Sui and just wait a few months. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this live stream. Quick one today. We'll be back tomorrow. Look, there's a war in the Middle East. And it'd be great if we could just all stop bombing each other so that the market could go up. And, yeah, there wasn't just senseless deaths all the time. But, hey, that's the world we live in. Can't change it. Just got to kind of deal with it. And it's a shame. But, hey, that's the reality we live in. Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll see if Bitcoin holds this 60K level or if it goes to 58.5, which is a major level on the chart. And I would expect that to be the lows if it doesn't make its way down there. I think it's a great time to be buying coins spot. I mean, with leverage, I never really like to play these crazy volatile news days, but there's certainly money to be made on the scalping side. So be safe out there, manage your risk, play it smart. Don't be an idiot. Whenever you make any decision, always ask yourself, would a stupid person do this? And if you find yourself saying yes, well, then don't pull the trigger. Make smart decisions, and that's how you're going to win. Anyways, my name's Connor from Crypto Empire, and I'll see you in the next video.